Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy High Dev. I'm here to give y'all a good reason why you should meditate, a good reason why I meditate, why I do yoga, breath work, Tai Chi. Uh, I use a singing bowl. These are good things to do for your personal energy, to harness your personal energy, your chi, your zen, your divinity, right? The milk and honey that flows from your root chakra to your pituitary, to your pineal gland, right? So all these things, when we're talking about the activation of Christ consciousness, light codes, DNA activation, all these things, and there's many more other ways too, right? Which are free. These things the universe gives you for free. These things we take for granted every single day, all day and all night, right? And it's like it's easy as being mindful of as soon as you walk out the door, you know, you look at the sky, gratitude is your foundational attitude, right? So and what you see and breathe in permeates into your consciousness. Your consciousness activates your DNA. Your DNA integrates is like the components to integrate and interface with what we're living in, right? On Earth, right? Some people say like the holographic matrix and all this stuff, right? But I like to make it more humane, right? Human. Um, it's a beautiful design. It's a beautiful integration of mind, body, soul, and spirit. It's very complex, and you can get lost, right? You can get spun around, but it's better to understand it at like on the human scale, on the human aspect, because we can achieve to be, you know, superhumans, quote, right? Like in a sense where you're still ordinary but extraordinary, right? So, like they say, Spider-Man. I'm gonna use a Marvel reference here because I'm a nerd, right? At heart, with great power comes great responsibility. So, with more knowledge, with more experience and application of this knowledge, right? We empower ourselves and we empower others, our families, our friends, people we care about, people that care about us, and even people that don't care, right? Because free will is still free will. But to live for a higher purpose, connecting to your higher self, that purpose is connecting to a source which is benevolent, loving, caring, and unconditional, and very powerful in the spirit of grace, right? So doesn't mean that you have to, go around, you know, praying everywhere and praying the rosary and be so devotional, right? But that's good because that's a good way to connect with your inner. See, that's prayer meditation. You're connecting with your inner structure, your inner system. And you're activating your DNA that way too. You're activating your consciousness, your Christ consciousness. That is another way. But there is other ways too where it's not so like directly intended in other ways to show devotion, right? So there's other ways to show devotion to the divinity within and outside, but you have to connect with it inside first, right? That's like trying to do something without knowing the steps first. Trying to show someone the way without walking the way first and knowing the way, right? So for the special people out there, sometimes that's possible. Where you just follow the heart, follow the universe, and then, like the hero story, right? Or the heroine story. But for most seekers, of knowledge, of wisdom, it's a life experience. So meditation is really good. Why I do it? Helps me focus, helps me stay in the mindset of gratitude, helps my body heal, moving the prana around through your body, healing the subconscious mind, helping keep your subconscious mind flexible, and helping keep your emotions powerful but intact, stable, help keeping your body and everything just function. And helps you receive and helps you tune your antenna, right? So the brain is like an antenna. The heart is like an antenna, like a receiver, like a radio. So meditation, breath work, yoga, singing, things that help me stay in my highest joy and keep my frequency and my vibration at a good, healthy level that I like. These are why I do these things. And I believe that people that are looking for a way to, just live a healthier life, or a life, and I'm not necessarily talking about so much like fitness here, but like things that you could do. Meditation can help you lose weight. Singing helps with your posture. Yoga helps with your posture tremendously. And these things are all mind, body, and soul. Because you could do any one of these things with just your mind, or with just your heart, or with just your body. But when you do them with mind, body, and soul, that's like the Trinity activation. And that's the truest, most intent way to do anything, when you do it mindfully with mind, body, and soul. You're present, right? Body's there. Mentally present. Mind is there. Emotionally, feeling good, feeling content, feeling loving, open, sacred, protected, and holding your space, but also open to receive and open to share and open to give. That's a very balanced and healthy emotional state to be in. Knowing to receive and then knowing to give. So emotionally, that's good. And we need to know how to do this mentally too. And this is what careful study. I'll show you a couple things I like to study. So I study the Emerald Tablets. See here. There we go. Better look at it. Good book. There's many copies of it. This is one copy that I have. And here's a book. Sorry for the book here. For me, it's like the Kriya Yoga Bible. So this is Kriya Yoga. Here, there we go. Spiritual science. All the postures, mudras, asanas, everything you need to know about Kriya Yoga and just yoga in general. Singing bowl. Tibetan singing bowl at the frequency of 528. So that's the heart, emotions, love. The goddess Tara. You see it in there. It's her face. Okay. So you see the tapestry up there. Looking for beauty every day as an artist, for inspiration. Like, where do you get your inspiration from? Where do you draw this? Where do you draw that from? Well, from knowledge and from beauty. And when I get that, like the mind of a philosopher, I see everything. I see beauty in everything. Beauty in singularity, beauty in duality, beauty in everything and anything. Because the universe is infinite. You are infinite. We are infinite beings. And to be here to share, connect, and interact is part of our life purpose, right? You'll hear about like karma and this and your soul this and soul that, which is good, which is all true. But here's another angle to look. As soon as we come from the ethers, the cosmos, into our mother's womb, right? by the grace of our mothers and our fathers, that we're here on earth, right? Now we have to understand that our mother and our father connected to bring us into this earth. But before that, our consciousness and our soul was in the cosmos. Just, think about it. Solar systems, planets, different realms, different, all that, right? You can go on and get real mystical and scientifical and galactic and all this. But before that, our consciousness is eternal. Consciousness does not die. Your soul doesn't die. So these things are eternal, right? We came from that. We started from that. So that's amazing. That's the number one foundation. And now you're here. Now you're with your family. You're with your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your grandmother, your uncles, your aunts, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, which is amazing. And that's miraculous too. But we have to take into the consideration that all of our consciousness, all of our souls are connected, right? Not in singularity, in this like love of connection, of feeling of awareness, of, there's intellect there too. There's all these beautiful, beautiful things. And we come from that, right? Collectively and individually. So I'm saying that to let you know that you are greater, you are more than what you think you are, right? You know what you are, but even to know is putting a limit on yourself, on you, because we're boundless, we're limitless, we're infinite beings. Everyone every single soul on this planet is an infinite being. This planet is infinite. And during our awakening and our ascension, there'll be many people, many groups, many sections of people awakening to this fact and understanding this. And the beautiful part I like to focus on is that there will be people, humanity will go, yes, let's expand, let's connect, let's value human life, let's value families, let's value, technology and nature in our planet. That is the expansion that I see. This is the expansion that I know, that I experience. And when I say expansion, awakening, ascension, right? So there's that. Then there's, well, okay, now I'm aware of that. But then there's the parts that will digress or degress, right? They won't progress. They won't expand. They'll actually kind of like implode because they won't know how to process this great expansion of love until they heal what needs to be healed in here, and in the body. So that's why it's so important to go out into nature, to go out, to love your families, love your friends, love yourself, genuinely, intently, with purity. Purity of mind, purity of thought, purity of emotion, and with this takes time to work. But to be able to even get to do the work, you must meditate. You must do yoga. You don't, not must, but it's one of the ways. It's one of the truest ways to actually get into the body of the deep work that needs to be done so you can feel this, so you can actually be unconditionally loving. And that is one of the best human feats that any human can achieve, is to actually genuinely and intently have this vibration where you're not trying every day like I'm trying to. You're it in your being. You're not human doing, you're human being in the unconditional flow state of expansion and of love and creating and co-creating. So it's your boy High Dev. I'm gonna leave you with that. Much love to the highest always. tips on to raise your frequency, your vibration, your consciousness, activate your DNA. Also, I didn't mention crystals and all that stuff, and the sun and light codes and the grids and meridians, all that. That's all great too. I'll put that for another video. But daily meditation, gratitude of living here on earth, breathing the air, and just putting love in your life. Unconditional. And yeah, lots of prayer, lots of meditation, singing. Do what you love. Peace, y'all.